transform a house into your dream home.
The Tile Store.
So you're going to find so much more to do here at Ober Mountain than just outdoor fun. They also have a wildlife encounter here for you to come and enjoy. This is Lisa Hayes. This is Mavis, and both of them have welcomed us in for a bit this morning. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
What are you feeding her? I can hear her eating.
I'm giving her some little mealworms. She really enjoys them, and she has to have treats when she comes out.
So I told you that we have a chance on 3+U to interview an awful lot of people with animals. And I've seen a lot of things in my day, but I've never talked about a skunk before. You promised me that she's not going to spray.
Nope, she is not. She's been in captivity since she was a little thing, had her little sprayer removed, and is spayed, so we don't have to worry about any of those.
As we've been here this morning, families have been coming through. The kids obviously get excited to see all the different things, but there's a real mission behind what you do here with your wildlife encounter. All the animals here are unable to live in the wild. Is that right?
Correct. Yes, we try and educate people about the wild counterparts by getting them introduced to some of our little ambassador animals.
So how did you come by Mavis?
Mavis was orphaned very young and was raised by a rehabber. Unfortunately, because of the medical care she needed, she became imprinted, and so isn't a good candidate to be released into the wild.
It is. I mean, when they have medical needs like that, it's a labor of love, quite literally, to nurse them back to health. So are they coming to you once they've had that care, or are you a partner in that?
We're a silent partner. We become the last chance for these animals. If they have some disability or some other...
She loves you.
She does love being snuggled.
Can I pet her?
Oh, certainly.
Oh, you were about to hand her to me, weren't you, Lisa?
Well, I don't know if you'd want to.
We might not want to go that far. Oh, she's so soft.
She's incredibly soft. They're very smart animals. They don't see well in bright light, but they have great night vision.
Is she nocturnal? I noticed when we came in, her habitat was very dark.
Yes, we have a section that we have our nocturnal animals in, just to make them more comfortable and then to show the public the kind of lighting that they prefer.
Is she tiny? Or are skunks generally that size?
She's actually about a little on the heavy side.
Is she? Oh,
Yes.
She loves her. Look at her wanting those snuggles. I've lost my train of thought now, Lisa. This is the cutest thing I've ever seen. Do you typically or ever get them out to let people meet them like this, or do they always stay behind?
We do occasionally, especially when we have school groups. We have kids on field trips, and we try and make a little extra effort to give them something they won't see.
You know, it's very important for people to understand that animals are people too, right? And to understand, she's wanting to spray, isn't she? If she could, she would?
That's really not quite the spraying posture. She's just, the scratching feels kind of good. So
she's
that
liking
tail's
it.
coming up.
So you were talking about how these animals are not able to live in the wild and that you're kind of the last chance for them. I want to bring it kind of hyper-local to the Chattanooga area because one of your newest acquisitions is this gorgeous eagle that actually had been in Rhea County. Can you tell us the story?
Yes, Takatoka was found injured. He'd been on the ground for several days, and some local folks there made their point of getting hold of the rehabbers. Larry Eaton was very instrumental. He went out and spent a couple days trying to capture the bird. They caught him and took him to the University of Tennessee Veterinary Hospital, where he was treated and examined and then transferred to a rehab facility. So Owl Ridge Raptor Center was able to take him in, but unfortunately his injuries were permanent. And it was deemed that he would never be able to be fully flighted. As it is now, he has very limited flight. He can do short hop flights.
And so they had kind of said, unless you can find a permanent home, he really can't be helped.
Exactly. He would have had to have been euthanized.
So you became the permanent home.
So we were happy to volunteer to provide him a home. We built him sort of a handicapped accessible, if you will, for a eagle enclosure where he can get around well and loves to watch the people.
So the ramps that you see there, y'all built for him so that he can get up high and then he's able to fly down.
Yes,
Is that
exactly.
right?
Yes.
So back to how long they can live when they're in your care, all you know about him is that he is an adult, which means he's anywhere over 5 years old. Is that correct?
They get their adult plumage at about 4.5 to 5.5 years.
So in the wild, he would live to 20 to 25 years old. How long will he be able to live with you?
In captivity, they'll live up to 50 years.
Isn't that amazing? And you've only had him for 4 months.
Yes,
Is that right?
Exactly. So, and we, again, we don't know if he's an older bird, but here we're able to give them the veterinary care they need. They don't have to struggle to find food. So he'll enjoy a long and happy life.
I understand something happens kind of fun here most days. I'm not sure every day, but you have some otters that you feed?
We feed them every day, every 30 minutes.
Every 30 minutes?
Yes.
So is that a fun attraction for the families to come and watch?
Yes, that's really one of the favorites, and mine as well. I just enjoy seeing them. They're very active, very cute. They've enjoyed all the snow. Have really...
They feel right at home.
Oh, they slide and sled. They've had a big time. So.
We have been talking all throughout our time here about the sense of family that's here at Ober Mountain. You have been here for how many years now?
32 in March.
And you have a lot of things you could share with people, I'm sure. Did you ever think when you came here 32 years ago that you'd still be here?
No, I didn't. I mean, I love what I do. I've always loved animals, and that's what my degree's in, but wouldn't have guessed 32 years. So.
Well, I would not have guessed when we came here today that you would have a sanctuary like this, much less the stories that you could share with us. So thank you for your time.
Well, thank you for coming.
And if I had a little snuggle bunny like Mavis, I think I'd hold her all the time too. She's a sweetheart.
Your child could shine as a Local 3 junior forecaster. Wednesdays